Metric AB is Apple Silicon compatible with native plugins for M1 and M2 machines. The AAX works with the latest Pro Tools Silicon build. Metric AB now has a Resizable UI. Click the resize icon above the meters and choose the perfect size for your monitor. We can make this size the default when loading a new instance by selecting Set Current as Default from the Resize menu. There are now 4 different loudness match modes to choose from. Match A to B, which matches the A stream to the selected reference track. Match B to A, which is the original mode. Match to target loudness, where you can select the target LUFS values such as -14 LUFS. And finally, match to the lowest volume. This mode works out which stream has the lowest volume and matches the other stream to it, perfect for avoiding peak overloads. To select the mode, right-click on the match button and select from the menu. The current selection is shown with a tick next to it. Once we've made our selection, loudness matching starts automatically. And remember, both streams need to be active for loudness matching to work. We added 2 buttons under the output meter, so no matter what page we are viewing, we can always access loudness match functions. The left side button matches the reference track with the A stream using our preferred match mode. The right side button enables us to match all the reference tracks in one go. This is especially useful when we have several reference tracks loaded and the volume of our A stream mix has changed just a few dB since our last loudness match. Just like the main match button on the playlist page, we can access the match mode menu with a right click. This works on both the match single and match all buttons. As an added bonus, there's a command to reset all gains back to 0 dB. To customize the target LUFS, go to the settings page and set your target LUFS in the menu. The filters have been redesigned to be more accurate and powerful, while also adding several workflow enhancements, making them more intuitive and fun to use. We can now drag the filter range area with the mouse, using a left-right motion, to reposition the range and sweep frequencies. We can now use the scroll wheel to edit the size of our filter range, with a minimum of 1 octave all the way up to the full frequency range. For times when the range is very small and difficult to grab, we can use the grey ball under the graph to resize the range and drag it around. This works in all views. Filter presets now remember the last used settings, so there's no need to save our setting as default when switching between the preset buttons. And remember, we can save our custom settings as the default for all our sessions. Sync mode has been improved with 3 big new features. We can now place a start marker to set a custom start point for playback. This is similar to the cue markers in cue mode, as it allows us to select anywhere in the track to start the playback from. This can be very useful when you change your mix arrangement but want to reference against a mix with an old arrangement. Just line up the cue marker on the reference track to the desired start position, and then, in combination with the start offset, we can match it to the new arrangement. And remember, if we need to match several different parts of the arrangement, we can load the same reference track in multiple times with different start points for each one. The custom start marker is also ideal for those of us who use pre-roll times at the start of our arrangements. Sync mode now detects invalid song position info and prompts you to restart transport to set a new sync start position. This makes it much better in Logic and Wavelab, to name just a couple of hosts. If there are times when the reference track just isn't lining up properly with the A stream, it's probably due to the DAW not reporting plugin delay compensation accurately to Metric AB. And this causes the reference track to be out of sync with the A stream. To fix this, we added the PDC menu. Click the button to open the settings for plugin delay compensation. You will hear both A and B streams playing simultaneously, like 2 record decks. We can edit the PDC time and manually align the 2 streams by drag editing the samples parameter until we hear the tracks flanging in perfect sync. Once in sync, we can close the PDC window and restart the transport to lock in the new sync position. To close the window, click the X or the PDC button. we can bypass PDC by toggling the Active button. If we want to preview how the sync sounds when switching the AB streams, toggle the Listen AB button to the Off position, and now toggle the AB button as normal. To return to simultaneous listening of A and B streams, click the Listen button once more. Whenever we open or close the PDC window, we need to restart the DAW transport to ensure the correct sync position. And remember, PDC is a global setting for all sync tracks, so you only need to set it once and it will work for all tracks in sync mode. The graphics drawing system has been optimized, making it faster and smoother than ever. You can now select graph types independently for each analysis page. This means we can make custom settings such as octaves for spectrum, a plot for correlation, all while viewing the stereo image in multi-band. We can keep loudness and dynamics meters running when switching between the analysis pages. To do this, click the button Latch to DAW Transport and it will activate this mode. This enables us to get the history readings for a full track while still being able to switch to other pages to check out what's going on. Organization workflow has some much requested new features. We can now organize our presets into folders accessible from the preset menu. We've added a Remove Missing Files command on the loading menu. Now when you load a preset with missing audio files, you can automatically remove them from the session. All automation parameters are now available for pairing via host MIDI controllers, using things such as Logic's smart controls. And there's improved handling for parameters including Q select and loudness matching. We've improved the text support for audio file names. We've added foreign character support. And if you have an especially long track name, you can now hover over the track slot and it will scroll to display the full name. We can now load M4A audio files on Windows. Mac users have been able to do this since version 1. There are many more optimizations and workflow improvements, as well as over a dozen fixes. You can download Metric AB version 1.4 using the Plugin Alliance Installation Manager and start enjoying all the new features today.